Jai Guruji, this is day 8 of our satsang, and as always, something I look forward to. I plan and I think about it, and I try to recollect details in uh, as much as possible to make sure that I present uh, the satsang as it unfolded then, without me adding stuff from my own side. Today we are going to share my experience related to Maharaj's visit to Gurgaon. The very first visit and the very first public Sangat that Guruji held. And in my memory, perhaps the only one. After the Clareform visit of Maharaj, I had this feeling that Guruji can come out to bless Sangat. And so I was very uh, uh, interested and had this strong urge to request Maharaj to visit Gurgaon. But I did not have the kind of courage to openly go and, and request him. So I spoke to Singla uncle and I told him, Uncle, is it possible for Guruji to come to Gurgaon? And uncle said, these days Guruji does come to Sangat's homes, and it is possible that if you invite him, he will accept and he may come. So the thought was that Guruji eh, will come to, say, for example, Jalwai Towers, where I was living. We had a community center or some other place. And then we will gather as Sangat and welcome him there. So at the right time, Singla uncle asked me and told me, Commander uncle, think you can request Guruji. Again, we went through the choreography as to which way I'll approach Maharaj, how will I sit down, how will I fold my hands, how will I beg for his acceptance of the invitation, and so on. And it went in my mind numerous times. And finally, I went to Maharaj and I said, Guruji, please, in Hindi, I requested Maharaj, Gurgaon mein charan dalo. Please visit Gurgaon. And Guruji pretty much dismissed my request and me from his presence in a second by way of a hand. I was disheartened. I wasn't expecting this. I thought Maharaj will accept immediately. Didn't happen. So went back to Singla uncle again and he says, don't worry. After some time, ask again. So I asked again, and the only difference was Maharaj ignored me this time as if he didn't listen at all, but did not dismiss me in that sense. So there was an improvement in the response, and that encouraged me. And then after a few months, I asked again. It almost took 7, 8 months from the time I first asked to Guruji, speaking to Singla uncle and asking him that Gurgaon Sangat wants me to come there. Should I? What do you think? And Singla uncle absolutely, affirmatively, positively responded, Ji Guruji, And they said, okay, call Commander Uncle. And then I got this call on a day which was not my Sangat day. I was in City Club. I was having dinner with my daughters and my auntie, and I get a call from Singla uncle. Commander, Guruji bula rahe. Guruji is calling you. You know what? I never regretted more having dinner in a club or anywhere else. When Guruji wanted me to be there, I was here. I didn't like the idea. And I told him, Uncle, I'm here and it will get me, it will take precisely 20 minutes for me to come there. Just let me know. I said, wait, don't start. I will speak to Maharaj. And then he spoke to Maharaj, and Guruji said, it's okay. He doesn't have to come. General Kapoor uncle was there. He was our senior and elder Sangat from Gurgaon, and he said he's going to tell him. And he mentioned it to him. But the date was yet to be fixed. So subsequently, we gathered our team again under the leadership of General Kapoor, like we had done for Clare Farm Satsang, and we went about planning the visit of Maharaj. The date was then given as 28th of January 2006. You can imagine the excitement. Maharaj was coming and we had to plan. And then the details started. I remember we had seen many places. Finally, Guruji's another old Sangat and very close Sangat, uh, Mr. Mehta, who was a senior official in the government of India, and he organized the space in Library Park near Huda Gymkhana in Gurgaon, next to the highway, and that place was approved by Maharaj. So now we had the date fixed and the venue fixed. Now, Guruji asked me for the first time prepare the invitation to be given to Sangat. Now, it was going to be a very simple affair. I had an office printer and a computer and got hold of A4 size yellow paper and printed the invitation, showed it to Maharaj, received his approval, and printed the remaining. You know, there was no aspect of it all which was not directly directed and dictated by Maharaj. So when we asked Guruji how many Sangat we should plan for, and Guruji said 2,500 plus. Now 2,500 plus in Gurgaon, where I could count Sangat on my fingertips, but Maharaj said, and that was it. So the planning started in right earnest. So now we had the date, we had the time, which will be 11 o'clock in the morning. We had the venue and we had the invitation. And then Guruji said, no one from outside Delhi is permitted to attend. It is only for Gurgaon Sangat. I'm coming to bless them. And I remember Jethra uncle's elder son was in Delhi. But Jethra uncle was very much a Gurgaon Sangat. He is a Gurgaon Sangat. So when he asked Guruji if his son can attend, and Guruji said no. So that was that. Anybody outside Gurgaon will be directly invited by Guruji. So that was that. And then we were told what the menu of the langar is going to be. And that again with approval of Maharaj. It was tandoori roti, langar wali dal, vadi, aloo vadi, and carrot halwa with chutney. So now we had the langar planned. So we went about doing other things. Now Colonel Joshi uncle, who was coordinating this from Guruji's side and interacting with us, gave us instructions as to what all will be done. And one of the things he said was, Uncle, for Guruji, following things are required: salted cashew nut and almonds, dry khubani, 2 nariyal pani, and 1 liter of sweet lime juice. And I was so excited. I was so excited because when I had procured these items at Clare Farm, I thought this was my seva, but then somebody else settled the account. So I always had this in my mind that Maharaj, this time when you give me seva, allow me to settle it, because let it be my seva, please, Guruji. And so it came directly to me. This could have gone to anybody, but it didn't. This came to me directly from Colonel Joshi uncle and he said, Commander, organize these things. It was easy. We procured everything uh, and we were ready, except for the sweet lime juice. We thought, let's procure the sweet lime in the right numbers, and then we went looking for a juicer. This is just a day before. Imagine Guruji is coming tomorrow, and tonight we have to prepare it. The whole day passed, the entire Gurgaon, we could not find a single juicer, not one. And then we thought, let's find one which is where you use your hand and squeeze. We could not find a manual stuff also. And then at night, Auntie decided to squeeze the sweet lime by her hands, and she started this process pretty late at night. It had to be chilled and then put in a freezer along with 1 kg of ice, because Maharaj would like it not just chilled to minus temperature kind, that kind of a chill chill juice. Okay, but it is only late in the evening, when we had got completely tired of finding a juicer, and decided to use just the hands to take the juice out. I got a call from Colonel Joshi uncle telling, Commander, just remember that the juice has to be manually extracted. Guruji does not like juice from the mixer grinder types. You cannot use a machine, manual or electric. And I didn't say anything. I just looked at my auntie. I said, thank you, sir. This is a very timely thing. Imagine if we had actually got hold of the juicer, we would have used it, and then it would be a complete waste. Afterwards, same Gurgaon, same shops, and you could find as many juicers as you want. The ones which went completely missing from the market only a few days ago. So that was that. And at night, as auntie is squeezing it, obviously it hurts the elbow and the arms, uh, and she's saying, Guruji, it's hard work. Please drink it completely. she in Hindi she was just saying, Guruji, बहुत मेहनत लग रही है, पी लेना please. And that was that. Next instruction was about Aarti. The instruction came, Aarti will be Aarti plate and Diya will be brought from Madan uncle's place, but it will be prepared by Commander Auntie. And so that was done. Even though we were supposed to be doing this under the leadership of General Kapoor, but Kapoor uncle had to be hospitalized just as the preparation started. So the entire responsibility fell on me. And there were a lot of decisions which I just could not take on my own. One of them was who is going to do the Aarti? Every Sangat in Gurgaon wanted one. Whereas in Clare form, Kapoor uncle and auntie decided who will do Aarti, and that was okay. But I can't do that. I'm like everyone other. And who am I to say so and so will and will not? So what we decided, said anybody who wants to do Aarti, please write your name on a sheet and put it in the box. And you could do a proxy, means you can ask somebody else to write the name also. And we had this box, and then we asked a young child to pull out 9 slips. Guess what? Commander Auntie's name did not show. So she looked at me. I said, just too bad. If you're not going to do Aarti, then you're not going to do Aarti. There will be no special privilege. And I don't have any right to add your name to this list. So you be happy that you got so many other sevas. But tell me who didn't want to do Aarti? And she was disappointed. And in a way complained to Maharaj on the quiet that this is not fair. This was happening to her for the second time because at Clare Form also, she was in line to do Aarti, but at the last minute someone else stepped in and she was replaced. So I said, my apologies, but I cannot help. And that was as far as the Aarti is concerned. So now we had Langar planned, Aarti planned, venue planned, and everything is in order except where is Sangat? 2500. That's the number we used to get in Badi Mandir those days. Well, in the beginning. So Guruji then started sending us, me, with those invitations to different places. And we went all over the place. Sometimes it used to be very funny. We will knock the door and they haven't heard about Maharaj and will say, uh, our Guruji is coming to Gurgaon at so and so place. This is the invitation. Please make it convenient and come. And they will give us those looks, but we'll do our job, our seva, and move on. And we did that. We went to all kind of places, but none of them gave us that look that they are going to come. There was one aspect which is worth mentioning here. When we inspected the ground, We were wearing shoes, and none of us realized that place is full of all kind of thorns, and barefoot Sangat will not be able to step on it even for an inch. And then we planned for a good 200-meter of walk from the shoe stand to the venue. Till a day before, when one of the Sangat came up with this suggestion that we should have a red carpet from the entry point uh, to the place up to the area where Sangat will be seated. And thank Guruji for that, because there was only about half a meter of patch which was left uncovered between the Sangat seating area to the langar area, and that half a meter next day became a nightmare to cross. So we found a carpet, we put it there, but then we sat and imagined, if we had not put that carpet there, how would Sangat have walked through that place? But then Maharaj plans for everything, every single thing. So that was that. When the Aarti started, oh, before that, Maharaj's arrival time was 11 o'clock, and we were there on time. But as the time for Guruji's arrival approached near, we looked around and there was hardly any Sangat. And every one of us panicked, heart beating. Maharaj is going to come here and we'll see this is our effort. This is not going to be nice. So quietly, we tried to request Colonel Joshi uncle to please, if we can delay Guruji's departure from Empire State a little, so that by the time he comes, we have some Sangat to welcome him here. And he said, Commander Guruji has already left. So that was that. But the message obviously reached Guruji. And somehow, whether he took a detour or simply the time changed, he took a little longer than normal to arrive, even though there was hardly any traffic. Some Sangat had maybe 50. 50 is no number. We were still embarrassed, but at least we were some. And Guruji arrived. We welcomed Maharaj, led by General Kapoor. The rest of us lined up, and Guruji sat on his asana. As soon as he occupied his asana, we found Sangat is coming. And the Sangat which is coming, we did not invite them. I do not remember going to any one of them and then look at them. Who are they? Where are they coming from? We never saw them at Empire State. We never saw them in Gurgaon. And I'm doing satsang in Gurgaon for so many years and I have no clue who they are. They were Guru's Sangat, and Guru invited them from where we had no idea. But they were there and the place got filled completely. That's Guru's Sangat. And everything started. We inquired from them who they are. And before I talk about anything else, there was a personal touch to this satsang. I lost my mother in 1999, and you never forget your mother. Never. Nobody ever does, even if they pretend. And I used to miss her a lot. That day in that sangat, there is this lady walking in who not only just looked like my mother, I just looked at her, felt this is my mom. Now I cannot go and speak to her who she is, why she is here, and because obviously she is not. And I just felt that I must go and touch her feet without her even coming to know. But how will that happen? So fortunately, another elder auntie from our Sangat, I think it is Pushkarna uncle's mother, she sat next to her. So when I went to touch Pushkarna auntie's feet and sought her blessing, this lady quietly put both her hands on my head, and I quietly used another hand to touch her feet and got up and walked away from there. So I remember this little anecdote from there because somehow I had felt that Guruji made me connect with my mother in a very subtle and quiet way without anybody ever coming to me. All went well, and then suddenly we realize it is hot. We are talking January, and Guruji is feeling hot. So I remember we panicked and we ran around, and fortunately, Vimal Nagpal uncle was able to organize a fan quickly, and he we were so happy that he did. But what I want to talk about is the Aarti. Everyone who was supposed to conduct Aarti went on the stage. If you have seen that video, uh, it is it is on YouTube, and I can give you the link and you can watch it. Uh, they all lined up on the stage on Maharaj's left hand, and my auntie and few others were a little far away, and camera wasn't on their face, but I could see them. There were some very dejected looking ladies standing there, and I couldn't help, but Maharaj knew. There was another auntie whose name was not on the list, and that was Madan auntie. So when Madan auntie's name did not come in the list of Aarti, then and she went to Mandir, then Guruji, obviously he knows everything. Guruji looked at her and said, Auntie, the naam nahi aaya lottery mein. And she said, No, Guruji, obviously in a tone which was equally sad and complaining at the same time and pleading. And Guruji only smiled. Fair enough. With this background, the aarti started, and all the ladies who were there on the stage finished their aarti quite quickly, and their turn completed, and aarti was still left. And Guruji, with one look, invited the aunties who were standing a little far away. And I remember Gayatri auntie quickly rushing. He said, Guruji is calling, and she just held my auntie's hand and Madan auntie, and all three of them landed up on the stage. So And Guruji almost with that look, "Ta khush hai? Happy now?" So if you have something in your mind, whether anybody else knows or not, Guruji always knows. He always knew. Coming to the juice, Auntie was there guarding the juice and everything else, and Maharaj did use them. But as far as the sweet lime juice is concerned, he completely consumed the entire lot. Normally, Maharaj won't take anything more than maybe a glass. But Auntie made a request while extracting the juice, and loving Guru, caring Guru, who doesn't know how to say no to his Sangat, दिल नहीं तोड़ सकते. He cannot break your heart. He accepted it right up to the last drop. The steel flask that we had used to store that juice, even today, carries the same fragrance that was there in 2006, and today we are in 2021. So when we hold our annual Sangat, Satsang in Gurgaon, in a way to remind of those wonderful times and celebrate Guruji's arrival in Gurgaon, this, we do make a point that at least once we use that flask to serve chai prasad to the sevadars who work there. And no matter what you add to it, the original fragrance stays as it was. You wash it, you do what you want. Coming back to uh, the satsang, Joshi uncle came to me and said, "Commander, where will Guruji have langar? Where is the enclosure where Maharaj can retire and sit down and have his langar, prasad?" And for me, my heart froze because there was no such place planned. And I just said, God, how can we miss this? Of course, no one told us, but we should have thought about it. And then he went to Maharaj and told him this. And guess what? Maharaj said, "I will have this langar here." And the first time ever any of us saw Maharaj have langar in open in front of his Sangat. And the plate came to him, and right seated there on this dais, on his asan, Maharaj held the plate and had the langar. Normally he hardly eats. He finished. I still have those memories of Maharaj holding that small plate gajar halwa and finishing it. And then I thought maybe Maharaj obviously wanted us to see the kind of emotions that needed to be seen, that this Guru cares for us, just to let us have that satisfaction. He publicly had that langar. And we had a sigh of relief. Program went well. Sangat came. They got blessed. And then General Kapoor uncle, who had returned from the hospital just for this function, on a promise that he is going to go back immediately on completion of the function. Guruji called him and asked him to make an announcement that Guruji Maharaj has blessed Gurgaon and blessed Gurgaon Sangat. So when he said, Ji Guruji, Guruji said, no, announce it. And I remember General Kapoor uncle picking up the mic and announcing that Guruji says that all those who can see him and all those who cannot see him, all those who are here and all those who are not here, each one of them has been blessed. Gurgaon we call Gurugram now, but Guruji always called it Gurugram. This is Guru's gram. And it got completely blessed that day. And then we had this opportunity to stand in front of Maharaj with General Kapoor uncle leading us and bow in front of him, seek his blessing. And Maharaj was very pleased. And as he got up to leave, I couldn't accompany him from the asan to the car simply because the emotions got too much for me. I still remember standing in a corner and crying because I just didn't want him to go. That is our Guru. Coming back to the Sangat, Sangat was in the numbers as Maharaj predicted and mentioned to us. It had to be. It could be no different because everyone who came there was on Maharaj's instruction. Guruji went back and we heaved a sigh of relief. Finally, a satsang with his blessings had been successfully organized. And this is Guruji's visit to Gurgaon. Jai Guruji.